is coming up, and today we're going to go out on the streets and figure out what people have to say about it.
British Columbia is having a referendum coming up between October 22nd and November 2nd. Can you tell us what it is about?
Well, it's about changing the electoral system from first past the post to more proportional representation, as far as I can tell.
I am uneducated about the referendum that's happening in the next few weeks or whatever it is, so I can't really say all too much about that.
The purpose of the upcoming referendum is to replace our voting system with the proportional representation voting system. How do you think the change in the voting system would affect British Columbians?
Well, I don't know at this point because we've always had this system, but I think maybe a change would be better to reflect what the population wants. But really how it goes can be either way. I was a little bit concerned with Brexit in Britain because it was very clear that even though there's a referendum, it doesn't mean that everyone is well informed about the consequences of their votes. So I think in the past I probably would have said that if it was absolute proportional representation, it is probably the purest expression of democracy. But then after seeing what happened to Brexit, how they lost their freedoms because people were just voting out of their emotions instead of their intellect, I'm maybe veering toward not completely proportional, maybe mixed or dual or something like that. I haven't actually done all the research on that one, but I will be studying a little bit more.
I kind of like the way it works now. I mean, yeah. I don't know what else I can tell you.
Proportional representation will result in giving more power to smaller parties, like the Green Party. Do you think that's a good idea?
Well, I think anytime that you decentralize the power from just one party, it's actually a very good thing because it forces dialogue between them, forces compromises. Of course, the other side of the equation is that it might have stalemates and status quo and, very little gets done. But maybe that's not such a bad thing because you get to see and reflect upon the real issues a little bit more. And then if something comes up, they can agree on a course of action that is best for everyone. So at any time, too much power in one place is not that great of a thing.
Depends on the party's platform. It could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing.
It doesn't matter who in particular you give power to. You have to give power to, really give power to the people, and the people could actually make the decision themselves if they want, who they think is most competent, and which is basically our own democracy and what we as a country believe in.
Could you tell us where your vote will go?
As I said earlier, it could go either maybe dual representation, maybe mixed or something. A change is good, I think, because first past the post is a little bit outdated, so it won't be that at any rate.
What? Seriously? Where my vote will go, whether it's to first past the post or proportional representation? Yeah, because I just don't know how the proportional representation is going to work, I think I'll stick with first past the post.
I know where I'm going to, but this is a personal thing.